All right, so let's go ahead and sit up nice and tall and just roll your shoulders back. So close the eyes, bring yourself fully in your body. Just roll the shoulders back and forward. And then just bring them up, back, and down. Lengthen the spine. Head, again, as I've been saying every week, quite activated also this week. So just, even like we might get more headaches than usual, or even like moving headaches where it kind of moves throughout the head. And a lot of it is just these, light codes, the energies that are coming in. And so we had this for a bit where our challenge was to not be distracted, because if we can make it through this and stay non-distracted. So, we may not be able to have total clear focus, but we don't want to, kind of Ablenkung, where, crazy stuff happens, people do crazy stuff or whatever, that could just consume a lot of our energy. So it's really about energy management, that we manage our own energy, okay? So let's go ahead and rub the hands together, bring them to the heart space, and take some powerful deep inhales and exhales. And as you're doing this, feel yourself tall, strong, kind of setting the tone for your morning, for your day, where you feel yourself just in these moments, being the big, strong person that you are. So feel that space between the shoulders and the ears. Feel the spinal column lengthening downwards and upwards. So make yourself slightly bigger. The eyes, again, focused on the third eye, but they're kind of rolled back and focused inward. And we're going to tune in and then do the protection mantra. So deep inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Deep inhale. Suspend the breath for a moment and exhale. And then inhale, we'll continue with the protection mantra. At Gure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Gurudev Name. At Gure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Gurudev Name. At Gure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Gurudev Name. Deep inhale. Suspend the breath, squeeze the root, press the hands firmly together. And exhale. And Olivia had actually reminded me of this. Well, she actually asked me a question for me to remind her. But just remember, and I kind of had to look it up again, and I actually had to ask my partner who did the Tej mentorship with me. So you can always place that Ad Gure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Gurudev Name also throughout your day. If you do it the regular direction, which is clockwise, to the right, back, to the left, and forward, so it's clockwise, that's protection. And that's, connecting with the golden chain, and it's the protection. If we do it the opposite way, so to the left first, I'm not sure if I mirrored or not, but to your left, back, to the right, and then the front. That's like an extra added protection against, basically the way Tej said it is against curses, but it's like, even if somebody kind of in their mind, sends bad jujus your way. So that's kind of why I always do it that way, because you just, people are bonkers. All right. So we're going to start with something that's called the bent leg forward bend. And the right leg is stretched out, and you're going to have the left leg, so you're sitting on the heel. If for some reason you need to modify this, if you need to have it out or kind of bent a little bit, if it hurts your foot, then feel free to do this. And this Kriya set, I'm just going to tell you really quick, it's for the first, second, and third chakras associated with the rectum, sex organs, and navel point. It thoroughly exercises all of these areas in this Kriya. It gives flexibility of the spine, improves the power of digestion, so also digesting life, and the power and elimination of waste and toxins. So what we're going to do is we're going to have the hands right to the sides, and I need to time all of these. So let me just get my little clock going. And you're going to inhale as you're up. Let me just double check. And the eyes close. And again, deep, powerful connections with the Sat and the Nam. The eyes are closed, and you're focusing on the brow point. Okay, so it's just inhaling here and then coming down. And we're just doing each of these a minute, so you should be able to bear it. I'm just going to watch the clock. About 15 more seconds. Keep going. And inhale and come back up. And then exhale and bring your leg forward. And we're going to have both legs forward. And it's a forward bend. So the same way, the hands are to the side. And with these, you can have your legs, your feet, however you want. If you want to have them pointed, the pictures show them pointed, but, just have them comfortable. And again, we're going to inhale here, exhale, come forward. And keep going. Nice, powerful breaths, if you can. I don't want you to have any issues, digestive issues, things like that. But it's not a breath of fire. And you're focusing on the Sat Nam, truth is my essence. About 10 more seconds here. And inhale and come back up. And just suspend the breath for a moment. And then exhale. And the next one, we're going to come on our backs, laying down, and just do the best you can with, all of these. This one should be interesting with the puppy. We're going to inhale, stretch the hands over the head, exhale, and grab the toes. And again here, use your Sat and Nam, and we're just doing a minute. So do your best. Powerful breaths, again, in and out through the nose. I'm going to not breathe as loud because it does seem to be a little sign for the polar bear that she wants to play, so I'm just going to breathe. But you breathe as powerfully as you can, please. Just about 10 more seconds, almost through. And then come back down, take an inhale. And then the next one, we are going to, it's kind of adding on to it. And again, this is a minute. This one's going to be really fun with the puppy. We're coming into a plow pose. So basically, same thing, except for you're going to bring the feet over the head. And then you're coming forward and grabbing the toes. So keep going. Yeah, I was just double checking on the breath. It doesn't say anything different. So yeah, inhaling, when you're coming over, and then exhaling as you're grabbing the toes. About 10 more seconds. And then just stretch out in one long line and take an inhale. Suspend the breath and then exhale. Now we're going to inhale here and bring the knees to the chest. And then exhale and come forward and grab the toes. So you're coming down, hands over the head, knees to the chest. And then exhale, grab the toes. 1 minute here as well. I think it's obvious, but just especially with this Kriya, you want to make sure you're not eating prior. So make sure you do this before you eat. About 10 more seconds here. And I want you to end grabbing your toes. And this is actually the last movement. This one might be a little more challenging, even for me. So we want to keep our toes, and basically you want to try to have your legs straight, but if you have to bend them a little, do. And you want to have your legs straight the whole time. And rock up to seated. Sat and Nam. Do the best you can. So we're coming into that forward bend. And again, possibly not releasing the toes if you can. And let's come forward one last time. And just kind of release down these last couple seconds. Really good job. And then come lying on your back. And we're going to be in Shavasana. So if you want to, you can take your legs a little wider. We are going to take just a couple minute Shavasana. Ouch. Sorry. Maybe no. Hands are faced upward. And just take this moment to kind of center yourself. Feel that stability, like, give yourself that alignment for your day. Feel the first energy center, your sits bone sinking into the earth. Your second, the navel point. So even feel like your lower back kind of sinking in. You're just breathing naturally. You're not controlling your breath or changing it, but just maybe notice it. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And relax your face and all of your facial muscles. So this is the one thing, because of the energies being so off the chart, one of the things that might be affected this week is we might, even unbeknownst to ourselves, be carrying a lot of tension in our face and our facial muscles. So, if you are checking in and just taking a couple breaths on the hour every hour of your day for the rest of the week, notice your face and just relax your cheeks, relax your chin, relax your mouth, relax your eyes and your eyebrows and your forehead, your neck. Relax your ears. That'll only take you a few seconds and you're going to get a lot of benefit from it, and no one really even needs to know that you're doing it. Okay, we're going to take a couple more conscious breaths here. And then grab your knees into your chest, rock back and forth. And then come on up to seated for our meditation. Now the meditation is, I'm just loading up. It actually says, get stable anywhere. Stress can break our basic inner rhythms. The brain depends on rhythms, as do all of the organ systems. The meridians move in rhythm with each other. So like a series of tidal pools. Our electrical patterns are nothing but synchronized rhythms. When these get out of sync, everything seems a bit muddled. Choices are not as clear. We come a bit de-whittled or compared to our normal brilliance. So basically, this technique and this little meditation helps kind of convert that in a really beautiful way, and it affects these meridians that I was just talking about. So you're going to sit up nice and tall, and you're taking your left hand as though you're going to clap, like that. And then we're going to take our right hand. So we're going to be activating the Jupiter, which is the index finger, and the middle finger. So Zeigefinger and middle finger of the right hand is basically going to move slowly, and you're going to walk up the palm, but again, the hand's going to be here like you're clapping. So slowly, with a strong pressure, walk up the center of the left palm to the very tips of the fingers, so all the way up. The left fingers should give in, so they're going to bend a little under the pressure. And again, he writes, it should hurt. Walk up and down the palm. The eyes are 1/10 open. So the comments are, this meditation neutralizes the central part of the brain and makes you sharp-witted. It is the answer to abnormal conditions we don't understand. And they did right slowly. So you don't have to go fast, go nice and slow, but with a lot of pressure. And again, they write that it should hurt. I mean, don't hurt yourself, but, enough pressure that you're really activating these meridians. And remember, eyes are not closed. They're 9/10 closed, so just allowing a little spark of light to come in. And just do a couple more rounds. And take an inhale, release your hands down to your knees, suspend the breath. And exhale. Take another inhale. Sip in a little more air, and just make sure your shoulders aren't coming up as you inhale, and then suspend the breath again. And exhale. And now just for these final moments, if there's anything, excuse my gunk in my throat, if there's any, for lack of a better word, prayers, like wishes, intentions that you'd like to send out, do this now. A lot of the chaos we can feel is when we don't feel in control, of a situation, when others are defining things that we would prefer to define. So, you can even send light to any of those situations, that they're handled. Okay, take another deep inhale. And exhale. Alrighty, my dear. Thank you so much for your understanding yesterday. I really appreciate it. I think I only got, 3 hours of sleep or something. This week is, I know I had talked last week, and, that this last month, March is just like the craziest month energetically. That said, in case you haven't noticed yet, energetically, this week is also the most kind of like crazy, for lack of a better word, of the energies of March. So yeah, AA. So yeah, if we can, it's really the practice we're doing this week is to help stabilize us. The first, second, and third chakras. And a lot of the stability focus that we're having or should have this week is really creating a stable, safe home environment. So family, your immediate environment, and really having your focus to consciously, be on that. Even if you have to, on the hour, every hour. I know sometimes like Fitbits or whatever, will set reminders, but even take a regular throughout the day, a reminder, whether it's once every hour, once every 2 hours, where you just take a moment and breathe and recenter yourself. Because, because it could potentially get a little loony. But Friday is actually should be pretty calm, but the rest of the week is still like kind of insanity. All right, so we are going to do Kundalini, and we're doing a Kriya, an actual full Kriya, but normally each posture would be 2 or 3 minutes, and because of our time crunch, we're going to do each one like a minute, just very, very short. And then we're doing kind of a weird meditation. And likewise, this meditation we're doing, you can also do that, as throughout the day, because it's kind of, people wouldn't even necessarily know you're doing it. All right, so let's go ahead and sit up nice and tall. Okay, good morning. Just a little bit about the current energies. So it's March 27th to about April 2nd, this Sunday. And this is, of course, the closing of the month of March. We are fully into this new solar calendar, so to say. So we're in Aries season, and Aries is a fire element. So it's kind of like, igniting a new spark, a new inspiration. So that's a really cool aspect. However, this week is really off the charts. I mean, I know I said March is off the charts, which is true, but of all the weeks in March, this is the doozy of, super intense energies. What we are moving into this week, the little bit of transition, is we're kind of moving into a bit of a Cancer element, which Cancer is the water element. So our emotions could be running very, very high because we're going to be feeling very emotional. So just be very mindful of that. The key is to help yourself feel stability this week, and specifically concerning, your core group, so your family. Your family is your rock. So any things that you can do to help stabilize, that core tribe of yours would be very, very beneficial, and contributing thoughts, contributing time, what we're truly, as, becoming masters of our frequency. But, in particular this week is, manage energy management. So, being very careful where we spend our time, who we spend our time with, what we spend our time with, because because the energies are crazy and people are going bonkers, there is going to be a lot of things that come in that might try to distract us and distract our energy or eat up our energy. So again, we're stabilizing those first, second, and third, the basic root system of our bodies this week, so that we can, from an energetic level, from a spiritual level, from a physical level, have those be as safe and strong and stable as they can be, because it all starts with us. It's always like the oxygen mask on the plane. We want to put it on ourselves first, and then we can, also contribute it to our family. So make sure to do that. First chakra also red, second chakra orange, third chakra is yellow. So, be mindful of those colors, wearing them. If you see them, just take note of them. You can breathe them in. And again, as I mentioned, you're going to have a lot of head activity this week. We might even, have symptoms of headaches, eye stuff again, and even moving headaches. If you find yourself having kind of a moving headache, and what I mean by that is you're feeling it here, and then you're feeling it, in your sinuses, or, you're feeling it in different spaces, or you kind of can't really pinpoint where the headache is. or you can pinpoint it and move somewhere else. That is a clear sign, symptom that this is an energetic thing, which is good. It means you're having a lot of influx of energy. But again, you're going to get benefit from, setting a little reminder and, on the hour, every hour or whatever, just take a couple moments to breathe and then, check in with your face, check in with your head. Notice if it's tensed up, and then, just relax your cheeks, relax your eyes, relax, I relax my eyes. And you can do that, like I said, once every 2 hours, once every hour, but you're almost like one of, do you have those like tide release, like a time released vitamin or pill or something that, I think you take it and then it whatever activates itself. It's kind of like that. And that we're going to get a lot of benefit if we can do that this week. Okay, I think that's it. And I wish you a really good week. Friday should be fairly calm because we don't have a lot of various elements hitting us. The most active day was, because I'm recording this now, but it was yesterday, Tuesday. But, we're still not quite out of the woods yet. Okay. Have a great week. Enjoy your practice, and I will see you soon. Much love.